The Hausas are sending the Fulani packing from their region.
No evidence of Fulani owing or making claim that they actually are the progenitors, are the original inhabitants of any land or any place in the north. What we normally have there are the Kanuri, then predominantly Hausas. We know the era when the Fulanis came into northern Nigeria, and since they came with just one agenda, conquest.
One agenda.
Yes, that's what conquest. Yes, that's what they call conquest. Just to make sure that they take over that land by force. Then at the end of the day, they will now install their emiracy. You understand? Create a kind of caliphate, and then impose a certain religion, which was the main aim of their conquest agenda. But as it stands now, things that have been happening over and over and over and over again, and coupled with the killing, you can see how what is going on in northern Nigeria, especially in Benue, Plateau, Kaduna, name them, just everywhere, and you find out that at the end of the day, people are still pointing their hand that these people who are responsible for killing over 2 million or 3 million Hausas in less than 10 years. At the direction they are pointing, the hand they are pointing towards the Fulanis. Who are actually these Fulanis? That is not the topic for today. But the topic for today that I want to give you an insight on the reason why somebody Datami, if I can remember her name very well, you understand, decided to liberate the Hausas, and make sure that their land is not being occupied by strange killers themselves, and that was why they have given quick notice. And they also, according to the story, they wrote also to President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, talking about Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They have also informed him, of what they are trying to do. They have also written to a lot of people. But the fact is this: they have given quick notice to Fulanis in the entire north.
Is it possible in today's Nigeria?
It's 200% possible. Oh, okay, you mean that they should allow these people to come in? Do you know the kind of how many Hausas has been killed under the guise of maybe religion, under the guise of ways of conquest, whichever guise? That does not mean that you should take life, and they are taking it carelessly, recklessly, without any reservation. They have continued to kill people. Look at the way they kidnap Chibok girls. Look at the issue of the train. Look at the issue of burning over 300 passengers in one particular place. Killings everywhere by these people. And I think to a certain level, the real owners of the land, talking about the Hausas themselves, have come into that consciousness that no, we cannot continue to allow this to happen. We cannot continue to tolerate this kind of killing over and over again. And there is need for us to sit down and decide what we do. And at least some time ago, Nnamdi Kanu saw it. I was able to start telling Hausas to start preparing themselves, against what they are trying to do today. And thank God, that consciousness is beginning to come. They are beginning to see a call for arms, arms to defend themselves.
Can they pull this off? Can they pull it off? Can they achieve it? That's my concern.
If there is unity among them and support, why? They win. Completely, they can. Do you know why Buhari actually failed when he wanted to introduce Ruga? Because it is one of the agreements they entered. Buhari entered with these Fulanis, trying to make Nigeria as their own heritage, as to create a caliphate for them, in Nigeria to make Nigeria their home. But fortunately, Nigerians were able to resist that Ruga policy. And you know, it still came through the back door and said all the whole 36 states of the federation should be able to, allocate land. You know, but you know that in all these things now, you find out that Buhari, who is also a Fulani man, who represents the conquest agenda at that level, you know, also try to protect. And at this point in time now, it has come to the consciousness of the Hausas that through, you know, they said through one man sin came and through one man salvation came. They have started it. Through them becoming, a lot of people are beginning to understand, you know, what they are those areas they are afraid to take on. Nnamdi has made it possible for them now to come up, you know, and stand for the truth and stand for justice.
That Fulani has captured.
Yes, now if they are okay, even in your village or anybody from Yoruba land, just mention Fulani, the word comes into your mind. Killer. Don't mention, they have bad record, and nobody will want to have anything to do with them anywhere, any part of the country. And that is why the Hausas, whom the whole world believe that is where most Fulanis are, you know, are seized as their home. Then the owners of the land are telling them, no, no more. Prepare to do what? Leave our land, go to wherever you feel.
Under democracy.
Because even if it's under democracy, it's even more possible under democracy, because you cannot be with somebody who is a threat to democracy. You cannot be with somebody who is a threat to life and property. You cannot be with somebody who does not want you to exist. So, at this point in time, now they have made it very clear, you know, and they said that their people cannot continue to die like cow. They just continue to die without any form of an act of cowardness. And that is why they said we cannot control like this, and for the fact we cannot control like this, Fulanis in Hausa land, they need to do. And they are also saying that if it requires arms struggle, then they will achieve it, and they will achieve it. The Hausas are still more in population than the Fulanis in the north. Please, you must take that into consideration. So when we get to that level and they're in unity to achieve that, they will achieve it 100%.
Let's use that logic. The same Yorubas are saying those will leave their land, that they are causing them trouble. When you use that logic, same logic in Southwest, would that fly?
It's actually Igbo is causing trouble. What is a yardstick? What yardstick are you using to measure Igbos causing trouble in Lagos? How do you justify that? Is it that Igbos are competitive? Is it Igbos that are domineering?
We own Lagos.
Is it Igbos have never come out one day to say they own Lagos. You know, the expansionist fear is as a result of hard work. If you see Igbos, you know, doing their things, you know, they don't look at anybody. They don't even know. They don't even believe there's competition. But that individual nature of, you know, I can do, is what drives every Igbo man. You know, so, and there's no how you're going to market that Igbos are threats to Yorubas in Lagos. They will ask you how. No. But mention Fulani is a threat to Yorubas. They will tell you yes. I want you to understand that anybody that are bringing up that kind of issue, you know, there are certain things when you say it in the public, you know definitely it's not going to fly. I told you that the issue of cyber security is not going to fly. The very first day the federal government announced it, I said it's not going to fly. And it's not flying. So anybody that is bringing such issue, of course, that Igbos are threats to Yorubas in Lagos, they'll ask you how, why, how? Because Everybody knows what is happening in Lagos. The Republican nature of Igbos has always put them on the struggling to survive mode. And that is how they have been, doing it over and over and over and over again. An Igbo man is not in competition with anybody. Sorry, the same way you see an Igbo man here in Lagos, go to Japan is the same thing. Go to Ivory Coast is the same thing. Go to Ghana is the same thing. Go to anywhere is the same thing.
Are Fulani not Nigerians?
They are not Nigerians.
So
they are invaders.
they're not Nigerians.
They are not Nigerians. The Fulanis are believed to come from either Gambia, one Funta Jalon or something. I can remember. That was where they came from. They started this conquest. They wanted to conquer. They wanted to take over everything.
Somebody like Mahmoud Yakubu, somebody like Buhari, somebody like Atiku, they are not Nigerians.
Who are they? Constitutionally, if you want to be a Fulani man in the north, you have to be peaceful. And there should be a kind of policy, there should be a kind of legislation, there should be a kind of agenda or policy that will make sure that they don't become a threat to the landowners. If Atiku is a Fulani man, the other man is a Fulani man, Ahmed Chama is a Fulani man, and all these people are Fulani people. They are
Nigerians.
And they are peaceful. And they are what? Even Mahmoud, you are calling a Fulani man. Can he live with an armed robber who shoots gun on him every day in his house? He cannot. I'm telling you, he cannot stay a second with such person in his house. So any Fulani who is a threat to the Hausas should be shown road back to Funta Jalon, where they belong. That's where they came from. Obasanjo said this how many years ago? He said Fulanis are not Nigerians. Obasanjo said it. They are invaders. And because of because of Islamic factor, like they speak one language. Islam or Arab happens to be a kind of one language they speak everywhere in the world. So it makes it very easier for the Fulanis to carry out their conquest agenda on those areas that they feel, that align with Islam.
Let me get this clear. We have in Nigeria different tribes, and Fulani is one of the tribes in Nigeria.
Fulani is, if you say we have different tribes in Nigeria, if you look at Ab initio, do we have Fulani as a tribe in Nigeria? But we have Hausa, we have Yoruba, we have Igbo. So, sorry, in the beginning, do we actually have Fulani in Nigeria? We know when they came in. We know how they came in. We know the supposed relationship between the Fulanis and the Hausas, how it all started. So you cannot tell me that Fulani is a tribe.
If it's not a tribe, then what is it?
Fulanis are invaders.
You can classify them as a tribe of people.
Yes, if you possibly, because let me give you an insight. I can remember that the tribe that came up with the word Islam. Islam is a tribe in Syria. Islam, that word Islam is a tribe in Syria. But what the followers became Muslims. So if you see Fulani as a tribe that can be found predominantly or majorly somewhere in Gambia or Futa Jalon. Okay. But their presence in Nigeria is that of an invader. But you said Fulani is a tribe in Nigeria. Yes. Because we can point to a particular place, where they are predominantly a tribe. If you go to America, Igbos are in America. Igbo is a tribe in America, but we can say Igbos are predominantly be seen as a tribe somewhere in West Africa. That is my take on that. So, if you are talking about the Fulanis, they are a tribe, but their presence in Nigeria is that of an invader. So, but if the Hausas felt that there is need for them to be accommodated, if there is need for them to see how they can reorient them, that's another factor. So that's another issue entirely. But for now, everywhere you mention Fulani is a threat. And once you mention Fulani, people who have hidden agenda, people who have a kind of we need to sit up because their presence is insecurity. Their presence anywhere they are in Nigeria is a threat.
So they must leave.
The Hausas are saying they should leave their land. I'm not an Hausa man now. The Hausa, okay, do you know that the Fulanis themselves cannot come out and claim that they own Hausa? That land not belongs to them. It's not possible. So the new owners of the land have come to their consciousness now that the Fulanis in Hausa land is a threat to their existence. Okay. And there is need for them to do what? Go. And if they feel that it's going to be a kind of out struggle thing, so be it. And the Hausas are saying they are ready. And of course, the Biafrans are going to protect the Kogi Biafrans and of course the Benue Biafrans at the end of the day. Once there's tribal war between Hausas and Fulanis in the north. Thank you.